Jack Harlow, Santan Dave, stop giving me advice. And I've been telling y'all we are going through Dave's back catalog to just show the world he's literally the best rapper in the game right now. No hyperbole, none of that. Just the best rapper. And I said it's only right if we do some of the features where he bodied artists. So without any further ado, hit that thumbs up button. This is a classic record. This is a banger. Stop giving me advice. Did I say that? Jack Harlow, Dave. Let me put my shades on. We on some cool shit, man.
Have you ever raised the value of everyone around you? Have you ever been so high they gotta down you? Think pieces getting written about you. Have you ever been to Italy and eaten Italian? Have you ever signed a deal that came with a medallion? Have you ever booked a club and came with a battalion? Have you?
And so the song's name, or at least Stop Giving Me Advice. Jack Harlow just starts talking about all of these crazy but very unique things that are happening to him based off of his circumstances, based off of him being an artist. Have you ever signed a deal that comes with a medallion? Most people in most companies do not offer you a chain when you sign to them. In hip-hop, nigga, they will give you a chain. Sometimes that's all they give you. Be careful of them contracts. But this is, so he's talking about the uniqueness of what it is to be a rapper. I'm watching this. Jack Harlow is cooking. Keep going. But there's a humongous point I will make, but I'll wait till the end of Jack Harlow's verse to make that.
And have you ever signed a deal that came with a medallion? Have you ever booked a club and came with a battalion? Have you been to Montana and seen the mountains? Have you ever looked around and felt a profound sense of pride? Have you ever...
And that's a dope buildup of everything he's saying. All of the work he has been putting in allows him to look around and say, nigga, I'm proud of what I've accomplished. That's
at the hard where exactly you
reside. Barring up.
Have you been to the Waffle House on North Side?
North Side.
Have you a pop star wanna be your bride? Have you hugged someone and they cried? Have you had your heroes sit you down and give you the guide? Have you ever spoken something into existence, or do you just talk about other people's lives? Stop giving me advice.
That's a lot of niggas out here, man. And he's speaking to the unrespectableness. Like, a lot of y'all niggas just ain't even living the life that you're talking. I read in my comments so many niggas telling me about how I should make YouTube videos. Maybe I should talk more. Maybe I should talk less. Maybe I should make myself bigger in the thumbnail. Maybe I should make the icon bigger in the thumbnail. Maybe I should, whatever it be. And for all the advice that you might have, there's two schools of thought I always take it with. And as I've gone longer in the game and just grown more of a man, I've learned that, one, okay, not all of the advice is smart. Not all of the advice makes any sense. Most of the time, people are just talking out their ass. But just because somebody doesn't necessarily do something doesn't mean that they don't know anything about it. That's what I've learned. You might actually, in your comments, find, it's rare, but you might find some advice that actually really helps. But Jack Harlow, why I think this song is so dope for him, where he was in the game when he's making this record for the non-American artists. He's coming off of records like What's Poppin' Remix, I Don't Want No Whips and Chains, Tyler Hero, nothing but hits. Churchill Down with Drake. And he's on such a monster run. So at this point, an air of pompousness is leaking in. And I want you to pay attention to that, because it's not a fault of Jack Harlow. It is to the youth he is. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about how dope this song is. By the time you start working, I don't want to spoil it for y'all who haven't heard it, while you start getting to Dave's part of the song, look at it more of Dave is giving a younger artist advice, right? He is a lot more humble in his experience because life has showed him there's no difference between him and the very common man that he'll meet in life. Jack Harlow still feels a sense of greatness, which he should feel that, right? But it's just, you know, it's just such a nuanced song, and it's hard in first examination to really understand what's going on and what Dave does. If Dave doesn't get on this song, to me, it doesn't fucking hit like this. Because you need Dave's intro 2 bars makes all of Jack Harlow's bars make sense in a whole different way. But just keep paying attention.
Giving me advice. Stop. All this unsolicited advice from the guys getting booked for a quarter of my price. All this red carpet shit.
I'm not a big fan of how he flowed that, but you hear him right there. Nigga, all this unsolicited advice for people who are getting booked for a quarter of my price. He's popping his shit. But as he deserves to. This hip-hop, pop your shit.
Partnerships, I must have let y'all forget that boy nice. No Sprite, but life giving me lemons with the limelight. It's fine.
That's such a bar, too. Life's giving me lemons with the limelight. No Sprite, because it's lime and lemon. That's a bar. That's a bar.
Victory's mine. I lost the desire for being intimate at the end of my nights. I can do that at the end of my life. You know the phrase is...
I've lost the desire for being... You see, he's still in that, like, era of where he's pissed. He's resentful. He's lost. He doesn't even want to smash these groupies no more. Been here, done that. I'm to the point where I'm trying to just focus on my business and I'll enjoy the fruits of my labor later. And Dave comes with this nuance of like, no, enjoy it now. It's all we have is right. Bro, I love this song.
Business before pleasure, cause I'm banking on it bringing me more pleasure. The pressure makes diamonds, the diamonds make more pressure, and so on and so forth. Okay, I'll give you 4 more measures.
That's fire. And I hate that he said, okay, I'll give you 4 more measures, because that's a filler line. And he was cooking so diabolically, because he's saying something that's so simple, but he's saying something that is so complex and puts it so simply, which is a true sign of brilliance and intelligence. All he is saying is, if you work hard, you get more, which you can enjoy more of. And sometimes your want to enjoy gets in the way of you getting stuff to enjoy. So let me keep working so I have more shit to enjoy. That's all he's saying. Very simple, but that's very profound. And I like the placement of where it's near the end of his verse to show you the progression, because rap should evolve. A rapper should start here and end here. You should move on. You should damn near learn, not just should I learn something, but the artist being a character in the story of the song should become a better person from the journey that his verse provides. And Jack Harlow does that wonderfully.
More records with more effort than ever before. I'm the youngin' on the team that's got a veteran core. They know the formula, just give him space and let him record. And just remember what he said on the chorus. Stop giving me advice.
He's a young nigga with a veteran core. Give him space and let him, hold on.
Stop giving me advice.
Yeah.
Stop giving me.
Yeah.
Stop giving me advice.
Yeah.
Stop.
I know you feel love, feel shame, feel pride. I can see it in your eyes. I met a fan at work. He told me it's his job on the side. As if I'm unimpressed by his everyday life. Niggas die every day, me, that's everyday life.
Oh my God! Oh my God! He murders this so gentle. He raps it all together. Nigga, there's no difference between you and Dave. Dave doesn't feel better, and he's trying to teach Jack Harlow this in his verse, which I put together in my last listen of this song, because like I tell y'all, there's songs by Dave I genuinely listen to. This is one of them. Just like Location. I always say Location, but there's more that I actually bumped. But my last listen, I realized it's like, oh no, stupid, you missed it. He's giving him advice. He's saying he met somebody at work and the guy's like, hey, this is just my part-time job. As if he's ashamed of it. And it's like, man, bro, people die every day. You should just enjoy what you have, nigga. Don't give a fuck if you the president or if you the nigga at the gas station, bro. We all just waking up and going to sleep. We doing the same shit. So there's not this hierarchy. Success doesn't make you a different species of human than anybody else. And it's so crazy for Dave to say that on the song about being pompous. It's like, God, he's just such a good rapper, man. He's just such a good, like, bro, that nigga can rap. And it makes me so happy, because it's like, this is what it should be about. Not just what he's saying, but just, you should have to be this good. You should inspire people. When I listen to Dave rap, I go, man, I need to put out some music.
Giving me advice.
What song do I got to remix by Dave? What we doing next?
Yeah.
Stop.
I know you feel love, feel shame, feel pride. I can see it in your eyes. I met a fan up.
He says, I know you feel love, feel pain, feel shame. I can see it in your eyes. Everybody. I know you are human like I'm human. He met a fan at work.
At work, he told me it's his job on the side. As if I'm unimpressed by his everyday life. Niggas die every day, me, that's everyday life. The woman that you idolize can never play wife to me. When you done as many flights as me, long nights as me, took as many left turns to make right as me. I'm in the...
And this is what he's saying also about these hoes we see on Instagram, people just putting people on a pedestal. He's saying these people ain't shit to me. I don't give a fuck about them. And not because I'm better than them, but because of my experience. Because we're all the same, the super baddie on Instagram, that goes for you too. You just like the bitch at the gas station clerk, and you don't get no special perks and benefits just because you're pretty. That's not how this is going to go. Dave is saying that if you pay attention, he's not flexing. He's telling you, no, everybody is just, we're just people.
As many flights as me, long nights as me, took as many left turns to make right as me. I'm in the middle of the veil like a bride to be. That's
He's evil.
Took as many left turns to make right as me.
Did you take as many left turns to go right as me? I don't think you did. Because the difference now is experience. That's all it is. What we go through, what you've seen, what you've learned from the things, that's where we start, our paths start varying. But we all start essentially as the same thing.
In the middle of the veil like a bride to be, that's why I like to.
In the middle of the veil like a bride to be. Come on!
Yeah. You left somebody that you love at the bottom of a mountain because they're afraid to climb it. Have you changed your climate?
I'm my mama. There was a certain point in my life, if y'all notice, like, when I first started doing YouTube, even when I was reacting to Dave, probably some of these songs for the first time, you'll see my homeboys coming in. You'll see I be in different locations. You'll see I be on house arrest. You'll see all that shit because I was really living this life. And as I started living this life, as I started going towards like artistry and just creating and entertainment as a whole, I started realizing, well, I can't be going to prison, right? So I'm gonna need to chill out on some of those things. And some of those things I thought like my friends would want to chill out on it with me, and I couldn't understand. I never could understand. It hurt me a lot. Like, man, so y'all niggas would rather just keep doing this shit, even if I tell you I can't do this shit no more. Why can't we can figure something out? We can all make it to a better place where we don't gotta be looking over our shoulders and shit like that. And I used to get mad at it, and I just realized it was their fear. They didn't know no better. They didn't think they could do this. They didn't, and they might have been right. I think they was wrong, but they might have been right. And it comes from fear. It's the reason why if I pull 10 people who go to their job every day, at least 7 of y'all have a different idea of how to make money, like a side hustle, a different gig. And out of them 7, only 2 of them are probably even doing it, if that. And the other 5 are just leaving those thoughts of what they could be, not knowing that they might create the next Tesla or Amazon, but they're not going to do it because how comfortable it is in the life that they're going, and they're just afraid of what they're going to do. Niggas be afraid to reach new heights. It's scary. It is scary. There's an unknown, there's an uncertainty, and niggas do not want to touch it. So sometimes you have to leave people at the bottom of the mountain because they're scared to climb it. Because you change the climate, Jesus. That's the wordplay, nigga. That's the wordplay.
You left somebody that you love at the bottom of a mountain because they're afraid to climb it. Have you changed your climate? Had an Insta made her change the private. Had a fly economy and make her change the private. See a nigga get nicked and then go and catch a case just like him. Brought her to the game and she ain't excited.
Seen your homie get nicked, then went out and caught a case just like him, nigga. I can't get 4 words without pausing. Everything this nigga said is just the dopest shit ever.
Nicked and then go and catch a case just like him. Brought her to the game and she ain't excited. Probably call my mum sat courtside for I did. Am I sick if I say I like women with mileage and trips to Knightsbridge? Old Jemima.
I just understood that line too. He's saying that he took this girl to a game and she was unimpressed because she comes from money. She's done this before. And Dave's saying, but man, am I sick to say that these are the type of women I like, the ones who have been through all this shit and all this things, while also the Dave fans will know he says the opposite in Sprinter. Because he said, I love dealing with broke bitches, man. Book one flight and they all impressed. But now I love that he just like, nah, Dave is goated, bro. Like, I'm literally putting his other bars together right now. Like, yo, when he said that, nigga, that's when you know you rap. That's when you know you rap. Lord,
Trips in the park with my oldest rider to test out the 9 like I loaned a striker. I'm a lone survivor. In the park with my oldest rider to test out the 9 like I loaned a striker. I'm a lone survivor. And the way I spell loan is A-L-O-A-N. I don't ever want to spend on a whole
alone
again, but I'm a fucking feminist, so I go again. I'm on a roll again. Yeah.
You named Dave what he said.
You soon go broke. I see you blowing it fast still. Death row. You niggas down to your last meal.
This rhyme scheme right here is so fire. So, death row, you're down to your last meal, but he's saying last million.
You ever signed a 7-figure deal on a bird's quill? Can't even call it breakfast, cause it wasn't your first meal.
7-figure deal on a bird's quill. You couldn't call it breakfast because it wasn't your first meal.
On birthdays, but remember your verse still.
And listen to what he's saying. This is why those things don't make him better. He then shows you what he has to sacrifice, his real human connection, so that people like you and me can hear this over our ears and we can love Dave's music, but we never know him. We don't really make that same connection that you might have with your brother, or your sister, or your mother, or your father. We'll never have that connection with him. If he meets us, most of the time you're gonna have to get past his security, and he gonna probably want to just deal with random strangers on the street. Let's be honest. And he sacrificed real human connections, real relationships, a wife, all these kind of things to entertain us. So he's saying, nigga, this is just my life. This isn't good. It's not good or bad. It just is. This is just my life. And I love that he does, because it sounds like he's flexing all these others. It's like, but no, nigga, look, I don't even remember people's birthdays, and I remember my verse still. Whoa.
Can't even call it breakfast, cause it wasn't your first meal. Forgotten birthdays, but remember your verse still. Yeah. You ever fucked a supermodel and it sounds like skeletons dancing?
Like, it's not all bad.
You feel numb to the praise and the memories passing. You ever rob someone and it sounds like asking? Didn't have no food, so you disguise it as fasting.
Oh God, I couldn't imagine getting robbed by a British nigga. I'm gonna be confused, cause y'all so polite and y'all so, hey mumsy, give up the bag, bro. You, oh shit, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna think he asked it.
Use perfume trying to mask it. You ever lived the life of an artist, escaping darkness? Fines are you paying for parking? You can tell how she fucked by the way that she glancing. Your communication bad, but you're rich, so she giving you chances. Pretty women giving you dances. I come with a pole, but she more Olivia than Francis. You ever been?
Stop giving me advice. Stop giving me advice. Stop giving me advice.
He had one on this bitch.
Stop giving me advice.
Dave made this nigga look like a toddler, but he was on this hoe. Dave definitely made this nigga look like a toddler, but Jack Harlow pulled up. Man, that was a solid, a certified live check. Come another reaction by my hair. Bang music video by me up there. Pow, click on it. Show me some love. You watch the video, so you didn't hit that thumbs up button. You're a hoe. So stop being a hoe. KBD family, love y'all. Salute. I'm out of there. It wasn't even your first. We couldn't call it breakfast because it wasn't your first meal.